Just when you thought your day really sucked.
You suck!
Here comes something to make it suck even more. It's a Lamont and Tonelli podcast.
The Niners, of course, are heading off to St. Louis to face the Rams, the Niners' first Monday night game of the season. And we have with us right now number 74, The Joe Show, Joe Staley, and The Joe Staley Show. I guess we should just call it The Joe Show.
Yeah, The Joe Show.
Brought to you by Barracuda Networks, cloud-connected security and storage solutions for businesses of all sizes. Joe, how you doing this morning?
I'm good, but I can't really hear you. Your mic's not coming through my phone.
Oh, we're still having phone problems here?
No, good. We're good.
There you go.
Is that a little better there?
Baby
Huey's on the board. He's making all the audibles at the line of scrimmage.
I got it.
He's on the ones and twos, spinning the mega jams for everybody at home.
It's all good. I got it now.
Hey, Joe, nice win last week. Kind of a workmanlike win. I was there at the game, and it really was kind of unspectacular but effective against Kansas City.
Yeah, it was the game plan going in was to be able to run the ball, and I think we felt like going in the game, especially in the first couple of possessions, that Kansas City wanted to limit our possessions and kind of ball control us, and that's kind of how their offense is set up anyways. And so we said we had to get points every single series when we had the ball, and we were able to do that in the first half. And then, thank God for Phil Dawson hitting those field goals. So we had to do a better job in the red zone and all that stuff. But
yeah.
We're happy with the win. 5
field goals. He had a 52 and a 55-yarder. Frank Gore, for the second week in a row, gets 100 yards. And there was a little criticism a few weeks ago that maybe he wasn't getting the ball enough. As an offensive lineman, would you rather run block and have Frank Gore get 100 yards, or would you rather pass block and be a little pass heavy?
I think myself, personally, I really enjoy when we're in the third, fourth quarter and we're running the ball.
Yeah.
And we're able to grind it out and able to get big chunk plays and keep the first downs moving. I think also fun to do. I'm not saying that pass blocking isn't fun, but run blocking, you really get to come off and hit somebody. And then usually when you're doing that in the third, fourth quarter, you're winning the game, and that's always good.
Hey, and I know Kansas City got in on Saturday. Did you get a chance to hang out with Alex Smith at all?
They had a bye week this week, so he came over, and then one of his sons came over on Wednesday and went out. And then I actually just dropped my wife and my daughter off at the airport, and they were flying down to go to Disneyland, him and his wife and his boys, so saw him there too. So.
Oh, it's a new commercial. Hey, Alex Smith, you just lost to the 49ers. What are you going to do now? Hey, I'm going to Disneyland. Hey, now, do you pay attention to the PA at all at Candlestick at Levi Stadium during the game?
I paid attention. I paid attention when I got announced this last week because I remember telling you that the last time I didn't appreciate the Joe Show coming out there. I wanted to go Joseph Andrew Staley. And I was waiting for it, and it didn't come out.
All right, you know what? That's Bob Sargent that does the PA before the game. I'm going to talk to him and tell him that
let him know.
You want Joseph Andrew Staley.
Yes, full name.
Number 74, Joseph. Not Joe Andrew, Joseph Andrew.
Joseph Andrew Staley.
So in the fourth quarter, you guys were down 17-16 with about 10 minutes left in the game. And you were driving toward the north end zone to set up another Phil Dawson field goal. And you guys ran a play to Carlos Hyde. He got about a yard that brought up a third down. And I do all the football stuff on the PA. And I had the mistake, I had the gaffe of a lifetime when I announced that it was the Kansas City Chiefs' third down going in, and you guys had the ball. The crowd started booing. I don't know if you can hear this, but check this out. You'll hear a little bit of Ted Robinson's play-by-play on the radio, and in the background, you can hear me call the Chiefs' third down.
Now the 49ers have 3rd and 10.
That's me announcing the tackle. Here comes Ted.
The Kansas City Chiefs have not allowed a rush touchdown yet this season. The one 49er score today.
So right there in the background, you can hear me say, third
down for the Chiefs.
You didn't hear that at all, did you?
I did. That was in the middle of the play. I was like, it's not third down for the Chiefs.
Yeah, the crowd.
job, Paul.
The crowd started booing, and everybody in the booth was like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
Now you know what it's like when you get booed and you give up a sack or something.
And you went down for
A little taste.
Did you cramp up again in the game on Sunday because you went down and you got back up, but you had to go out for a play?
No, I got just rolled up on, and I knew it was good, but the play clock was like running down.
You know, I'm going to give you a chance here to. There's been a lot of talk about how not a lot comes out of the 49er camp and players give stock answers. I'm going to give you a chance to practice up on your stock answers here. I'm going to give you an imaginary.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to give you an imaginary Team X.
I got great stock answers.
In an imaginary game. All right, so here you go. You're at a press conference. Hey, Joe, number 74, Joseph Andrew Staley, got a question for you. Team X.
Yeah.
Team X had a great game last week. What kinds of challenges do you expect from Team X this week?
Well, you know, Team X is a great team. They present a lot of challenges, and we look forward to the challenge of going against them and proving ourselves. And every week in the NFL is a battle, and we're going to have to go out there and prove ourselves because these guys that we've seen on film are very talented, and you know, they present, like I said, a lot of challenges.
Now, despite their good game last week, Team X has been struggling badly for most of the season, and Team X is having tremendous morale problems. How do you keep yourself from overlooking a cream puff like Team X?
No cream puffs in the NFL, you know. They have a cream puff. There's no donuts. Speaking of donuts, I'm getting hungry. What was the question again?
Hey, I noticed last week that player Y from Team Z, during the game, he spit in your face and then punched you in the nuts after one of the plays. How the hell did you keep your cool and not retaliate?
Just got to be a good team guy and keep my cool. You know, got punched in the nuts and spit in the face, and that's something that kind of riled my buttons a little bit, and just able to really stay in the moment and do what's best for this football team.
And how do you respond? Finally, one last question for you, Joseph Andrew Staley. How do you respond to numerous allegations from players Y, W, and X from teams R, S, and T that you are the dirtiest player in the league?
I don't have an answer for that.
I do have one last question about the Rams, though, Joe, for Monday night. You know, Jeff Fisher, the coach of the Rams, he has had fairly good defensive success against you guys. Why is that? No matter what kind of team the Rams are, he seems to kind of know you guys.
I mean, last year we played at their place and ran for like 200 yards on them and scored 30-some points, so...
I guess I need to do better research, huh?
Every game is kind of different.
Yeah.
You know, trying to see what they're doing. I think, you know, defensively they do have, and while their record, you know, 1-4 this year, and you know, last year I don't know if their record was that great, but they have very solid defensive players. You know, Robert Quinn, one of the best defensive ends. Chris Long, he's not healthy this year, but you know, he's one of the top defensive ends in the NFL as well. And their tandem works well together, and your inside guys are real active, and James Laurinaitis is one of the most intelligent NFL players that kind of ever been around as far as instincts and all that. So they've got a lot of good, solid football players that can make plays, and you know, their defense is always been solid for the last 3-4 years.
Hey, that was better than all of your stock answers.
Well, because it was an honest answer. Because I was trying to think of what I don't really give stock answers. I try not to.
When do you guys head out for St. Louis?
Saturday. What day is today? Today's Friday.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So you guys have a couple of nights there. Will you be watching the Giants on the tube while you're in St. Louis?
Yeah, we stay at the hotel right next to their the ballpark and down there. So we'll be we were hoping that, Sunday they were going to have a game at like 3, because we have 3 to like 7:30 free time. So we were hoping that the time of that game would be like 3 o'clock local time there, so we could go, but
Yeah, I think
we'll be paying attention.
No, I think it is going to be like either 2 or 3 o'clock local time in St. Louis for that one.
No, I saw the thing that said it was going to be the 7 o'clock local, 5 o'clock here.
Oh, yeah, you know what? You might be right on that, so you're not going to get a chance
Saturday.
to see it.
Yeah.
All right, well, have a great time in St. Louis. Good luck Monday night against the Rams, huh? Joseph, Andrew, Staley?
I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Brush up on your research.
Good luck, Joe. We'll talk to you next week. All right, man. 8:06.
No more gas. No more gas next week.
Another fine product from Uranus.
That concludes the Lamont and Tonelli podcast. To hear more and everything Lamont and Tonelli, check out the website at lntworld.com.